Hello and welcome to TreeWalker Talks, episode 67. We'll just call it that episode. Had lots of different ideas what I want to do with this episode. Was been feeling under the weather quite a bit, and then I pushed it to the max today because people had to have things done. And I need to get some things done, but I got part of what I wanted to get done. So, at the time of this recording, it is 10:18 p.m. on February 4th, 2024. So this will go out Tuesday. But as you know, I like to record it a little bit early there, just so I have time to edit. Oops, bumped the mic, and do that sort of stuff. So at the time of this recording, I am running a temperature. Mild, low grade, whatever they want to call it. I don't know. My mind's not all there tonight. I took it as like I don't know, 100.5 or something like that. So it's not horrible, except for I usually don't run a temperature at all. Most of the time I had COVID, I was still under 98. So we threw a COVID test in just to make sure, and it is actually sitting here on my desk right now. So far, it's looking pretty good that it's going to be a negative, and this is just the sinus infection crud that I was used to before 2020, that everybody's afraid and thinks it's COVID now. I mainly check just so I don't, if it is COVID, I don't infect others. You know, just common courtesy. So I thought, okay, we'll get in that in a minute. Let's do the homestead update. So, what got done this week? Got some more pallets. I didn't get them taken apart. That was kind of thing I was going to do yesterday and today, but yesterday was kind of blah. I slept off and on most of the day on the couch until I was needed for a computer or printer emergency and had to go do that. And I'm not allowed to be sick in my house. So, you know, that's just that. Today, I was going to do quite a few things, but then the youngest sapling came up, and I guess they needed area cleaned in the garage so that they could make room for more rabbits that they're getting for fair and stuff. And I could walk back where they need to be, but I didn't say anything. I just moved all of my brooder stuff, chick stuff, and all that out, and it was a job for 2 or 3 people. But I got it into what will be the new rabbit barn now and brooder barn by myself. I'm feeling the effects of that both physically and exhaustion-wise, because that thing was heavy. Coughing off and on. Unless I don't catch it when it happens right away, you will not hear those coughs. You're welcome. You might hear my drinks, though. So, that's all done. I did get my new 4-foot by 2-foot by 6-foot, I think, grow tent. Since my other one is being used currently with hydroponics for inside, I needed another one to do seed starting. And I'm putting it out in the shed, in the workshop. Yeah. I haven't done much in there, so I had to clean up a little bit, get that put in. It's all put together. I would like to do a review on it. Hopefully I get time. I'm behind on reviews and stuff, but it is what it is, right? So I've got the flower or the garden beds to put up too. Haven't gotten to that. Like I said, I'm just not all here. But I knew if I didn't record this tonight, it probably wouldn't get done. And I couldn't leave all of my dozens, maybe, of fans on the line. So here I am. Sorry I'm not up to par. Did get that put together. I paid an extra $10 to get the newest upgraded one. Because I did have it before. It's Vivo Sun, I think is what it is. They do a lot with grow tents and that. So it is good quality. Very happy with it. Probably would have been easier putting the tarp thing around it, the enclosure, if it was warmer, but it was kind of cold. I'm hoping that once I put the lights in there... Oh, sorry about that. That was yawn. couldn't actually get to hit the pause button. I was looking for it. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Sorry about that. That helped a little bit, though. So, got that put together. I did pay a little bit extra to get it. It is a thicker quality than the one I have. Happy with the one I had. Is this one worth $10 more? Yeah. I guess I was going on to the lights. So, hopefully, once I get the lights in there, it will be enough to keep it warm in there. If not, I do have a heater I can stick in there. But I think the lights, because I'm using fluorescent lights, and that should be good enough to go ahead and heat it up in there and start seeds. All right, sorry about that. Another yawn. When I talk, it really gets to me. And then now I got a cough. Okay. Whew. I'm just a jumbled mess of nothingness right now. Okay. So got that put together. Did get some lights screwed up but not installed in the new rabbit pen that used to be the goat barn. They're installed. I just have to connect them with the wires. So hopefully we can get that done here before too long. Having a few other issues here around the homestead, but nothing that needs to be aired out. You know, things happen, right? So, not only am I sick, I'm a little down and out. Plus, I kind of could have been in Florida right now, but that's not happening. So, it's been sitting here for, we're 6 minutes in. I did it a little bit before. So, we are testing negative for COVID. Woohoo! So, at least it's not that. It's just the normal sinus crud. Great. Okay, I guess we'll move on. There's not a whole lot else going on around here. The dogs are doing good. I'm doing okay. Ready, kind of ready to move back to Dexter. That's the name of the town I grew up in, just outside of, and I like the community, I like the town. I would really like to get back there. And I have an opportunity to this summer buy a house that is already in my family, and it has an acre, a barn, and an old chicken coop that's there. And the chicken coop's been redone. Hasn't been used as a chicken coop since the whole time my family member lived there. But it'd be a hard decision. I would really like to do it. I see some huge benefits to the house. One of them being it's got a basement in it, and there's plenty of room in there to put grow tents in. So we could have year-round production down in that basement. And that would be kind of nice, right? Could keep things growing, keep things to feed the rabbits, self-sufficient, yada, 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 right? Trying to keep a train of thought here. Okay, so I was going to talk about all sorts of things. Whatever, but be in my bonnet, that sort of stuff. Originally I was going to call it sustainability, because there was a podcast I listened to, and I'll mention this. There's just no direction here. Welcome to my world. There was a podcast I listened to. I'm not going to mention it because I like the podcast, but I think they kind of misrepresented what they were talking about, because they had said in the podcast that if you couldn't buy feed, like at the store or that, what would or would not be sufficient? Sustainable. And they said that chickens would not be sustainable. I beg to differ, especially, I think these people have like 20 acres. You may not have to be able to have all of your garden be nice, pretty raised beds with stone in between them and that. And really, they were talking about, getting pasture-fed cows, because they have cows now that don't eat the grass. Really, is the cow really sustainable over a chicken? I mean, the chickens, for one, you can plant seeds. Families used to raise everything off 40 acres. All their needs. The name of stuff's escaping me right now. I can see the type of grain I'm thinking about, but you can plant like sunflowers, sorghum. I think that's sorghum. The seeds from that are good. I think that's what it was. Could be wrong on that. I think it's sorghum. I have white sorghum out here I was going to plant to see how it's drought tolerant and stuff. So you could do that. You could plant corn. You just have to check into it. You could actually plant everything you need. And if you need more protein, guess what? I just moved some today. The mealworms. Feed them table scraps. And there's your protein for your birds. So, I mean, are you going to be raising, 1,000 birds? No. But you're also not going to need to put them in the freezer, right? You just harvest them when you need them. So, to me, they'd be sustainable. But that's as far as that went. And then I was going to call it being uncomfortable. That kind of hit a whole new thing this weekend. So I've been uncomfortable. I'm freezing right now. Probably the fever. But I guess, I was looking at this. Buying the... Oops. Time to take trash out. It's already out. Buying the grow tent. And I also picked up... It was supposed to be here today. It'll probably be here tomorrow or the next day. A new hydroponic grow system that's just a single layer that I can use in there if I want to. I don't know that I'm going to. We'll see. It made things a little tight, this week and next week. But I chose to be uncomfortable because I needed it to get the seed started, to get hopefully the food going that'll feed us this coming year. So I was going to do a whole thing on how, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone and do that. But like I said, the track of the mind is kind of derailed. And I saw a video about how to be happy. And I think it had Jim Carrey in it, is the one I saw this on. And it was him, because he had said, the problem with a lot of people is they're trying to be something for the world. And you don't have to be something for the world. You just have to be. You have to be yourself. And I was going to get philosophical on that and stuff, but, like I said, the train derailment, all that. So, figure I just throw them all in there, and that's why that's called That Episode. It's that episode that really had nothing in it. Just a kind of ramblings of a fevered delirium man. Okay, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. Just blah, right? Blah. That sums up a lot of things right now. Blah, the things going on in the world. Blah, the things going on in the country. Just blah. And it was even sunny today, so I did get some sun, so that should help. But I also inhaled a lot of chicken dust. That really helped out with the respiratory, didn't it? All right, before I bore you more or go off on another tangent, I think we're just going to call it there. This is like 10 times longer than I thought it would be, so thanks for joining me. Hopefully I have a better one for you next week. Hopefully I'll be a little bit better feeling. So, thanks for joining me, and remember, stay live out there and keep on surviving.